Hari Om to everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the Kirchhoff's law. The Kirchhoff's law contains two different laws, especially uh, Kirchhoff's. The first law and second law. Whatever may be the complication of the electrical circuit, it cannot solve without using of Ohm's law as well as Kirchhoff's law. By using Ohm's law, we can find the relation between V and I. Okay, by connecting these V and I with resistance, by connecting the V and I with the charge and also the potential, we have to use or we have to depend on this law. Okay, so it has the first law called current law or current rule. Okay, it gives the current flows through any junction will be 0, or at any junction the algebraic sum of the current is 0. What is its meaning? Suppose if I have a junction like this and it has the terminals like this or anyway. Okay, now here I just have the resistance, and here also resistance. Now for my convenience, I just take this is I1, and here also I2, and here I3, and here I4, and here I6, 5, and here I6. Can you look at the direction of the current? See, I1 is moving towards the junction O, I2 also moving towards, I3 and I4 moving out from the junction, and I5 is moving towards and I6 moving out. In this case, the summation of all the current in a particular junction is 0. So what is its meaning? That is I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 plus I5 plus I6 is equal to 0, provided initially I told you the algebraic sum. So I have to mention the sign. See, when the current is moving towards the junction, it may take as positive. When the current is moving away from the junction, I have to consider negative. So this is negative, and I4 will be negative, and I5 moving towards positive, and I6 moving away negative. Okay, so I can rewrite this like how, that is I1 plus I2 plus I5 is equal to I4 plus I3 plus I6. So what I will come to know, the current flows towards the junction is equal to current moving out from the junction. This is current rule. Now let us discuss the voltage rule, and especially the current rule will give me the explanation or which is based on the conservation of charge. So here you may know that at any junction the sum of the current is 0. Moreover, the charge or the current moving towards the junction will be equal to the current moving out from the junction. So it may be like a energy conservation, or here I am going to use the charge conservation. Now the second rule, especially second rule may also be written as voltage rule. Okay, voltage rule. So we know that voltage is nothing but the work done. Work is nothing but the energy. Okay, so the second rule or the voltage rule is based on the conservation of energy. Okay, so it contains, and in a closed circuit, the product of current and resistance is equal to the EMF of the circuit. In a closed circuit, the product of current and resistance will be equal to the EMF. Okay, algebraic sum of the EMF especially. And moreover, when the current is moving from positive to the negative, will be taken as positive. When it is moving from negative to positive, will be taken as negative. Or in other words, I can say when the current is moving in an anti-clockwise direction, clockwise direction will be considered as positive. When the current moving in anti-clockwise direction will be taken as negative. Okay, this is a very important thing in the Kirchhoff's law. Okay, now let us discuss with some example. Look here. Now let me take a circuit like this. So here I have the battery having an EMF E. Okay. So here I have the closed circuit like this A, B, C, D. Okay. Now in this I can take the 2 or 3 different types of closed circuit. The one is DABC. First one. That is DABC. And the another one is DAC. DACD. Even here also I have to. When I take a closed circuit, it has to be ended with the same. And here ABCA. ABCA. So I can consider 3 different closed circuit can be mentioned. Okay. In which I told you the product of current and resistance will be equal to the EMF. Now for my convenience, in the closed circuit, the product of current and resistance will be equal to the EMF. Okay. So now let me take the first one, DACD, the first one. Sorry, this one, DACD. And look at the direction of the current. This is coming from positive and it is ended with the negative. So when let me take this will be moving in an anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So first from this I can write that is I1 R1. Okay. When it is moving this direction, plus I2 R2. When it is moving this direction, plus I3 R3 will be equal to 0 for a closed circuit. Or let me take, suppose if it is having EMF E, I may take E. And look at the second one, ABCA. ABCA. In which, okay, for the second one, I may write that is, let's start from here. I4 R4 plus I5 R5. Look at, so here look at this direction. When I move from A to B, it is in the same direction. B to C, the same direction. Now when I move from C to A, here I am mentioning the direction opposite to the direction of the current. Okay, so this may write, or this has to be right, I2 R2 will be equal to 0. Will be equal to 0. Okay, so this is Kirchhoff's second rule, which is based on the conservation of energy. Thank you.